Hi there. We're on day 312 of our Through the New Testament 1 year. Today we're doing Hebrews chapter 5. All right. Remember yesterday he's been talking about Jesus as being the new high priest, okay? Once and for all. Offered himself, so sacrifices are no longer needed because he offered himself as the perfect sacrifice, okay? And he's still talking about that, and this is short, so it won't take long. So, okay, chapter 5. For every high priest chosen from among men is appointed to act on behalf of men in relation to God, right? To offer gifts and sacrifices for sins. He can deal gently with the arrogant and wayward, since he himself is beset with weakness, right? Because of this, he is obligated to offer sacrifice for his own sins, just as he does for those of the people. And no one takes this honor for himself, but only when called by God, just as Aaron was, right? So also Christ did not exalt himself to be made a high priest. He was appointed by him who said to him, "You are my son, today I have begotten you." And he also says in another place, "You are a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek." Right. And we did a study on that Melchizedek too. It's one of the morning studies, right? In the days of his flesh, Jesus offered up prayers and supplications with loud cries and tears to him who was able to save him from death, and he was heard because of his reverence. Although he was a son, he learned obedience through what he suffered. After being made perfect, he became the source of eternal salvation to all who obey him, right? Being designated by God a high priest after the order of Melchizedek. Warning against apostasy. After this, we have much to say. It is hard to explain, since you have become dull of hearing. For though by this time you ought to be teachers, you need someone to teach you again the basic principles of the oracles of God. You need milk, not solid food, for everyone who lives on milk is unskilled in the word of righteousness, since he is a child. But solid food is for the mature, for those who have their powers of discernment trained by constant practice to distinguish good from evil, right? A lot of fat little babies out there still drinking milk, even though they've been a Christian for years and years and years. Okay, and I think he goes on with this the next day, right? Right, and he continues with that about maturity, maturing, and right, getting off of milk and getting back to the right, getting into the real word, into the meat of the word, so to speak. So, but yeah, talk about Jesus Christ as the perfect high priest for all time after the order of Melchizedek, right? And that's a nice study. If you want to study Melchizedek, you can. He was a priest long ago, okay? All right. So there you have it. That was a short study, right? Just a few chapters here, right? But we're going to keep doing this. Okay? We're going to keep doing this until we're done. Okay, there's a lot of Bible left. Okay, a lot of New Testament left for this in Hebrews, and we got a lot more, right? A lot more letters and then Revelations to get through. So, but we're going to do that. So catch up on any man miss and give us a like if you think about it. And tomorrow we'll continue. See you then.